Hey, hey, the old man's rolling again. Hey, hey, without opinion.
Hello! Today I thought I'd do a video on a historical building that's just down the road from my place. The Everton Workers' Cottage, Fallon Cottage. Let's go. The Everton Workers' Cottage dates back to the earliest days of the district, over 140 years ago, a time when none of these roads existed and the area was largely farmland. It's situated at 30 Fallon Street, Everton Park. Told you it was just down the road. The area was known as Kedron after the Kedron Brook, which flowed through the suburb, or as the town of Bunyaville. The area was known for its farming, timber cutting and grape growing. Joseph Poultney was born in 1834 in Leek, Staffordshire, England, and arrived in Australia around 1860. He was the landowner of portion 65 in the Parish of Kedron, a 34.5 acre site which he purchased in December 1863 for £43 2 shillings. The land's at the corner of what was Bunya Road, now South Point Road, and Happy Valley Road, which is now Stafford Road. Portion 66 to the left was owned by a distinguished early settler in the area, Colonel John McDowall. The suburb McDowall is named after him. My house is on this land. The site was considered remote at the time, though it had frontage to Bunya Road, a main road that led to Gympie. Joseph and his wife Ellen didn't mind. They had plans. Shortly after arriving in Queensland, Poultney began a business as a shingle splitter. He produced timber shingles used for roofing on early Brisbane homes. In the 1870s, his operations expanded into timber getting. He harvested timber from his own land and the nearby Bunya Railway Timber Reserve to supply the growing city. In 1873, he purchased portion 596. On the 17th of July 1878, he purchased portion 599. He signed a lease on more land, portion 597, on the 7th of August 1882. He was buying up land big time. In the early 1880s, Poultney used the land where Everton Park Shopping Centre now stands to build a sawmill, Poultney Sawmill, which provided roofing and timber for many early Brisbane homes and which employed 200 people at its peak. These images date to the year 1885. They were part of a real estate promotion for the new Everton Park estate in Enoggera and advertised 231 land allotments for sale on Saturday, September 5th, 1885. The land in the top right corner of the picture is Joseph Poultney Sawmills, and down the bottom is the McDowall Vineyards and Orchard. Everton Park gets its name from the Everton Lodge, homestead of pioneer Ambrose McDowall, who was another early resident and farmer. They named it after Everton, a suburb of Liverpool, England, which was the home of the McDowall family. The suburb name Everton Park was only gazetted by the Queensland Place Names Board on the 11th of August 1975, but as you can see, it was in use long before then. Now back to Fallon Cottage. The cottage was built around 1889 at 549 South Pine Road, specifically on Subdivision A, granted to Charles Poultney, Joseph's son, who was a farmer, timber getter and local politician, who served as a councillor for the locality before the creation of the Greater Brisbane Council in 1925. The cottage was possibly used as a Cobb and Co stop. Joseph Poultney died on November 18, 1908 at South Brisbane, aged 75. He must have really liked the area. He lived here for 45 years. After his death, sons William and Albert expanded the business, establishing another sawmill at Alderson Street in Newmarket. The original sawmill in Everton Park closed in 1911. His children sold the land Fallon Cottage was on to Mary Jane Bennett in 1916. Around this time, Albert and his wife Lillian built a colonial-style residence, Poultney Residence, on Cutbush Road that adjoined and overlooked the sawmill. It's still here and has been a local heritage place since 1st of July 2003. The Newmarket sawmill closed in 1922 and burnt down in 1929. Both Charles and Albert died in 1930 and William died in 1949. In 1969, replacing what was previously a post office and general store located across the street on South Pine Road, the land was used for the Everton Park Shopping Centre, Everton Plaza. Not too much is known about what the cottage was used for, but in the 1960s it was used for a child and baby clinic. The larger Poultney home burnt down in 1988, leaving the cottage alone on its block of land. In 1992, the Brisbane City Council relocated Fallon Cottage from its original site on South Bunya Road to Fallon Park at 30 Fallon Street to prevent its demolition when making way for a unit development. Fallon Cottage has been a local heritage place since the 1st of July 2003. In 2015 it received a heritage citation for showing its connection to the Poultney sawmill, one of the first industries in the area, and for its importance in the development of the city's or local area's history. The Poultney family were major employers in the early history of the district and active in the development of the local community. I'm not sure why the Everton Workers' Cottage is not known as Poultney's Cottage. I can't find anything about when the name changed, but I assume it was with the move in 1992. It now serves as a community centre run by the Brisbane City Council. It's one of the oldest surviving buildings in the district. Well, there you go. A bit of history from Everton Park from the old man. Hey, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe or leave a comment below. You can find me on the Segway app, just look for Reflex Water. Until next time, happy scooting. Toodaloo.